What's up, everybody? DJ Bucky here, previewing a very intriguing matchup this week between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. And Buck, we're looking at a wide receiver matchup. One everybody knows in Michael Thomas, but maybe a name people need to know with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd is an outstanding playmaker, one that we need to really pay attention to because he will be the number one receiver for the Bengals going forward.
Oh, there you go. We'll see what happens with A.J. Green and his health going forward. One person is healthy, is playing at a very high level, is Mike Thomas. And you saw last week what he did versus Marcus Peters. I'm pretty sure he's illegal in most states, but he's just phenomenal. Look, a little flea flicker here. Get the ball back to Drew Brees. A lot of times on a flea flicker, you think you're going to push the ball really far vertically down the field. Instead, he just gets physical at the top of his route, little out route right there, creates separation. Marcus Peters not happy, thinks he got pushed off, probably did. But that's what good receivers do when they get to the top of the route to create that separation. The other thing, when you're studying Mike Thomas, he has such a good feel for leverage and a great feel for finding space. Little inside release here, find the soft spot, settle in, don't run through that window. Drew Brees, he sees it immediately, puts it right on him. Those are easy pitch and catch opportunities all day long. And then finally, this last one, he's lined up next to Alvin Kamara, and you're going to see the safety joiner is going to drop down here and try and double team Kamara, which leaves Drew Brees with all kinds of field. Marcus Peters trying to communicate late, doesn't get it. He stacks Marcus Peters as soon as he gets by him, and that is just too easy. There's the whole field for Drew Brees to work with to place that football. He puts it on the money, and next thing you know, Buck, we're pulling out flip phones.
Pulling out flip phones, paying homage to Joe Horn. But another guy that puts the ball in the paint with regularity, how about Tyler Boyd? And in Tyler Boyd, what I'm loving about his game is he's so versatile, he's so dynamic, does a great job of winning in the slot. Here we see empty formation. He is matched up against a linebacker. We're going to see him execute a jerk route. Little pause, stick, takes off. Linebackers can't stay with his quickness over the middle of the field. The Bengals are doing a great job of getting the ball in those favorable matchups. Here we're going to see him once again in the slot. We call this a little trouble formation, 3-by-1 with the tight end offset. Just going to run a simple sail route. This is a flood pattern. It's one that we see all time. Play action fake, wins, gets to the corner, ball's delivered on time. These are easy pitches and catches for Andy Dalton. Tyler Boyd is doing a great job of winning. But here in the red zone is really where you have to pay attention to him. Lined up, we have a tricks formation, tied in tight. Tyler Boyd is positioned at the number 3 spot. He's just going to win right over top of the Mike linebacker. Perfect throw, back shoulder throw for Tyler Boyd for a score. Andy Dalton has a comfort level in finding Tyler Boyd. And even without A.J. Green, I believe this passing game can be effective. I like the Bengals and what they're doing when he has them on the field.
You look at what they're doing, it's been outstanding, Buck, but I know one thing. I had somebody reach out to me on Twitter and said, you've picked against the Saints every week, and every week you're wrong. I'm not going to be wrong this week. I'll let you go first with your pick, but I'll forecast, give you a little idea where I'm going.
Well, look, I'm going to go with Who Dat Nation. I'm going to go with the Saints in this one. I'm going to please the Twitter public and make sure that we support them. They say they're not getting enough love, so we're going to give them a little love on the MTS podcast.
Yeah, I'm not picking against them again. What they did to the Rams, I'll go with the Saints in this game. I think the Bengals are a very good football team. Don't think this game gets out of control or out of hand. But I do like the Saints to find a way to get it done. Now, remember, you can check out all of our videos. Go to NFL.com/MTSvideo or YouTube.com/NFL and check out the Move the Sticks podcast. We drop 3 podcasts each and every week. You can find that on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast app.
Click here to subscribe to the NFL YouTube channel and click here to subscribe to the Move the Sticks podcast.